Good afternoon, YouTube. I just wanted to come to you all today and just talk about women. It was something that was on my mind that I wanted to talk about. I did a video yesterday, but it didn't come out the way that I wanted to. You couldn't hear me in the video, so I wanted to come back and do this. I was talking about women and how sometimes women can be lazy and feel entitled. In relationships, if a man is being supportive of you in your relationship, as women, we have to start being just as supportive to that man as he is to us, and quit feeling like because he's the man, that's his job. No, we're supposed to be, as women, to be independent, not dependent upon that man. Now, there are situations where, in, like, say for instance, in marriages, there are situations where in marriages, some men may want their woman to stay home, or if both of them working, maybe one have to take off. The wife have to take off to be home with the kids, raise the kids while the man work. But if that man is making that type of sacrifice, and y'all having a discussion, and he's saying, "Okay, baby, I'm gonna let you take off and raise the kids while I go to work." Now, I feel that when those kids get to a certain age, all your kids in school, you have two getting ready to graduate, and y'all, it's not that y'all don't have money coming in, but the way that this man supported you at this time in his life, he's starting to go after his dream. Now, why is it that most women support the benefits of the dream, but they don't support the man in the dream? And sometimes that means making sacrifices. Like, if you have to go to work, pick up a job to make things easier on y'all as a whole while he's pursuing his dream. Especially if he not just sitting at home not having no money, but he got money coming in. You see what I'm saying? While he pursuing his dream. You see what I'm saying? I feel that if this man has sat up here and allowed you to sit your butt at home and raise these kids, and I'm not talking about no one and two, I'm talking about y'all that had several kids, and for the years, as the years went by, this man allowed you to sit your butt at home, raise those kids, while everything be on his shoulders. And now you're in a place where you ain't even being considerate, because you're not even looking at the fact that it was hard on him. It was hard on him having everything on his shoulders. You know what I'm saying? It was hard on him. Not saying you ain't had nothing coming in, but this man had to take care of the bills, help with food, things the kids need. Sometimes it was stressful for him. Sometimes he might have came short, and and a man take on a lot. You understand what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, back in the day when my great grandmother and my grandmother were young, these type of women got out there. They might have stayed home, whether it been to keep the kids or that man didn't want them to work. But one thing that I had always respected about those type of women, when things got tight for them and their family, these women got out there, washed clothes, they cleaned house, they were nannies, they did odd jobs to help bring things in to make things easier. They had no problem with doing that. You understand what I'm saying? Because they felt like, this man has allowed me to do this, I have to support him when it comes that time. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't respect a woman that don't feel that way. I don't respect a woman that won't get her butt out there, especially when this man made a sacrifice to let you stay home with your kids, to raise the kids, and then all your kids in school, two getting ready to graduate, and you don't want to get up and work. You don't want to go out here and help make your situation easier. You want to do what you want to do, when you want to do it, how you want to do it. Selfish. at the end of the day, when that man needs us as a woman, men take on a lot as it is anyway. They have to deal with the fact that their first strike is being black. They have to deal with being a breadwinner. They have to deal with being a man of the house. They have so much other things outside of our family dynamic that they deal with. You know what I'm saying? So for us as a woman to make things hard on this man when he comes home is not right. It's not fair, because that man, when he goes out in this world, he got so much that he have to do, especially in a marriage. And see, this is what these women don't realize. These men got so much temptation thrown at them every day when they out there trying to support and make a way for their families. They got temptations to do the wrong things. They got temptations of women. They are being discriminated on because they're a black man. They're being looked down on as a thug, as a drop out of school, as a lazy man who don't want to be there for their kids. You know, they have been labeled as so many things outside of being a father, a good husband, you know, because of the way some people look at men. And we have to be more supportive. We got to do better than what we've been doing far as when it comes to our men, because as women, we are supposed to be the helpmeets. We are supposed to build that man up. We ain't supposed to be stressing this man out. You know what I'm saying? We ain't supposed to be nagging at him all the time. It'll be times where, yeah, y'all gonna have disagreements. Yeah, you know, you gonna say things, he gonna say things. Y'all gonna have disagreements. He ain't gonna like what you say. You ain't gonna like what he say. But at the end of the day, we are supposed to be that peace that he have when he come home out from the world. You know what I'm saying? He got so many things that come up at him. And we supposed to be that peace at home. And if we're not being that peace at home, then we need to evaluate ourselves and check ourselves as a woman and figure out what the problem is. Because we both have things that we have to change. But as a woman, we supposed to be making this man situation easier. We're supposed to be making it he's supposed to have peace. Let me put it that way. His home is supposed to be the one place that no matter what he go through, he have peace. No matter what disagreements y'all have, that man can still come home and have peace. You know what I'm saying? You can get mad at this man, he piss you off, and still get a meal, even though you mad. You know what I'm saying? Still get a I love you, or call to check on them to make sure they all right when they out there. You know what I'm saying? To let them know that, and you have to excuse me, I sound stopped up because of my sinuses, and I look tired because I'm 3 months pregnant, so you have to excuse how I'm looking. But I just wanted to get this video out because it just irked the heck out of me. I heard a situation of a person, and I just had to speak on it. I'm not speaking on the person. I'm just saying, as women, we need to do better when it comes to our men. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you know that man is being faithful to you. You know that man ain't out there in them streets trying to mess around on you. You know what I'm saying? And when I say this, I know I'm getting a lot of backlash from women, but this is a woman speaking from a woman. Some men just gonna cheat. But in some cases, when a man cheat, there is something at home that caused him to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's not that some men just cheaters, but there are some men that are not cheaters, that really love you, but they get put in situations where they cheat. If you nagging him all the time, every day you in his face nagging him, You not doing what he asked you to do. Instead of you doing it, you going rogue and doing what you feel like you want to do, and he better accept it. And it's so many things that we do sometimes as women that can push a man to the street, push a man to the arms of another woman. You know what I'm saying? And where a man was not cheating, that man may start cheating because we're not doing the same things that we were doing at the beginning of the relationship that got them. You see what I'm saying? You got to do that and more. You see what I'm saying? In your relationship and for it to work. I'm not giving nobody relationship advice, but that's one thing that I do know. I got some sense enough to know that. You know what I'm saying? That if whatever you did to get this man, if you got him the right way, is the things that you got to do to keep this man. You can't go out here and stop cooking food for him. You can't go out here and stop making him feel appreciated. Stop just because y'all done been together a long time. You have to continue to make that man feel appreciated and loved and wanted and needed. Because what we forget as women, that men want to feel loved, wanted, and needed just like we do. But we forget that because he's a man. Because men are taught to be strong. Men are taught that if they show their emotions, they're weak. And we have to understand that. We have to understand that about a man. That just because he don't show us or come out and say it all the time, a man actions will speak louder than his words. You understand what I'm saying? And if he love you, believe me, you will know. You understand what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, prayer will help us be better as women. Asking God to lead us and guide us in how to have the virtues of how to have the virtues of a godly woman. Even if you're not saved, you can still pray, Lord, help me to be more of a godly woman. Show me how to be a wife to my husband. And God will do that. So at the end of the day, it's just to the place where, sometimes in situations you may be with somebody that you ain't even really supposed to be with. And sometimes no matter what you do, it's not going to work. And you have to evaluate every aspect of your situation. Are you with the right person? Is this person who God wants you to be with? Is this what God wants for you? You have to evaluate every area of that situation. Because one thing that I do know is that if God is not in it, God don't want you to be with this person, don't want this person to be with you, I don't care what they do for you. It ain't going to work. I don't care how much you try to make it work. It's not going to work. It's never going to work because that is not who God ordained for you to be a wife to, ordained for him to be a husband to. And even if you got kids, even if y'all have been together a long time, sometimes we have to evaluate our situations. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just telling anybody, just be encouraged. Ask God to help us as a woman and as a man, that we can be better for ourselves, number one. Be better for our partners. Be better for our children. Be better in what we do for God, And I just wanted to share that with you all, my thoughts on that, because I heard a situation and it bothered me because I am a woman who has been raised to be independent, not dependent upon a man. I have always been raised to be dependent upon God, not a man. And certain things that women do nowadays, it don't sit right with me because it just seems that nobody's raising them how to take care of themselves, because situations don't always work. Relationships don't always work. Marriages fall through. Relationships fall through. And what is this woman going to do if she's dependent so much on this man for everything? How is she going to know to take care of herself if she's been raised, you let a man do this and you let a man do that? And as women, we have to teach our daughters to be independent. That doesn't mean that we don't need a man. Don't get so independent where you don't need no man, because you're gonna always need a man, because we were created for a man and we need each other. So that's God's design. So at the end of the day, sometimes we need God to step in and show us how to be that woman that he see for us to be, or that man that he see for us to be, in order for us to be able to have successful relationships. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say a higher power, but baby, all it is God. There's nothing above God. And when I talk about God, I'm not talking about the God of this earth. I'm talking about the one and true and living God, who gave his son and his life for us. Jesus Christ is our Savior, and God is our Father. Thank you. Thank you so much, and continue to have a blessed day. Bye.